My name is Hayden Irwin. I've seen God using C3 in the way that He should use all churches, in the way that it should be done, in the way that is biblical and that we see in the New Testament and a lot of the early churches then, is seeing real changes take place. Areas like the city of Denton being refreshed, I guess, and just seeing the impact of the gospel and really seeing the personhood of Jesus versus what we've kind of grown into seeing as Americans, seeing a Bible Belt version of Christianity. I've seen God change me in just a myriad of ways, but most namely, what gets to me is the way that I see other people, the way that I see myself even, is that I see them now as Jesus sees us, as He sees us as His creations, as desiring for us to be saved and to follow Him, and really understanding what that means, understanding that when Jesus says to follow Him, He isn't creating a list of requirements for us. He is just saying, follow me, everything else kind of falls into place. Well, there were when I was a student, there were kind of a couple different things, a couple different directions that I struggled in generosity. One was struggle and just trusting that someone else who has my funds is going to treat them as God wants them to be treated. And the other is just the fact that I didn't have that much, and that, if I could give what small amount that I had, but A, it wouldn't matter much to them, and B, that matters a whole lot to me. I've seen that affect my life just through the realization that that's what's asked, not just a dogmatic approach to it, not just giving all that we have and letting it rest on that, but just understanding that God is glorified in that and God is proud of that. I think for me, when I was a student, the challenge, it's similar to as it is today. It's kind of taken a little bit of a different shape now that I've graduated and have realized that I can give and that I should be giving. And I think the prime difference between me as a student and me now is just recognizing how much of what I own belongs to God, which is all of it. I don't have a right to hold back on that, and I don't want to. I don't want to hold back on that anymore, and I'm still learning in that. I'm still realizing that there are ways in my life that I'm holding on to something and that I can give that up. And I guess the big difference is I don't view that as a big challenge to give it up anymore, as this huge something I have to do sort of thing. It becomes something I get to do. C3 is the best way that I could be giving a lot of this, because I've seen the impact that it creates. I've seen the coat drives, the toy drives. I've seen people's lives changed. I've seen people who were hungry and needed food given food. I've been part of that myself. It's a way of kind of organizing it all in one place and acting on it just with the most conviction, I guess, and the most efficiency. I hate saying that, but it is kind of a lot of efficiency on that. But I mean, and there's no shame in that, I guess, is the thing that I want to convey most of all, is that you shouldn't look to feeling like this is a difficult thing and feel somehow ashamed by that. Because if all of this were easy, what part of it would be worth it? Just every part of Christianity is kind of that way. Yeah, that's what growth is. My name is Hayden, and I'm growing roots.